Multiplication. Man, those guys look ugly. Look how big they are. Look, this big, ugly fraction. You guys hated fractions before. Oh, you don't even know. Now, they call these rational expressions, guys. That's why they're saying rational multiplication. So we're going to do some rational multiplication here. And this is the idea that we're kind of like trying to, whatchamacallit, like go off of, okay? So if you had two fractions here that you're multiplying, let's say this is 36, we'll call this a 7, I don't know, something like that. Okay, and you were to multiply this, there's a couple different ways you guys can do it, okay? You can simplify before you multiply, or you can simplify after you multiply. I don't know about you, but I like easy things. So a lot of things I could do in my head, so I try to simplify before I multiply. And so how do you do that? This is what you do. You look at the numbers across from each other. So you look at 5 and 7. And you look at 5 and 7, you ask yourself, is there a number that divides 5 and 7? And you say no. And then you look at the other ones that are across from each other. Can you think of a number that divides 24 and 36? I can think of a couple different numbers, can't you? What's the biggest number? 12? Ooh, 12 works. 6 works. 3 works. Does 3 work? Yeah. 2 works. 2 works too. There's so many numbers. All right, I'm going to do the 12 since you guys said so. I'm going to divide by 12. And then this guy simplifies 2. 2. And then this one goes 3. And then you multiply straight across. What is 2 times 7? What's that give you? That gives you 14. And what is 5 times 3? 15. Okay, now if you cross-canceled all that you can cross-cancel at the beginning, then your answer should be already simplified. You won't have to simplify your answer. Okay, that's what we're going off here, guys. Okay, so we're going to try to do the same thing over here. We're going to cross out common factors and try to simplify as much as you can before you multiply. Oh! So, this is what we got. The first one. Let's do the first one in blue. Oh, I love blue. Okay, so we got negative 3, x minus 7. Are you guys all cool with that? In agreement? If I divide this by negative 3, I get x. If I divide this by negative 3, I get negative 7. And the bottom, I can take out a negative 2. So the top has a negative 3 factor, the bottom has a negative 2 factor, and then I get x plus 2. You got to be careful with those negatives. Lots of people mess up with those. And then we're going to multiply it times that. Oh, what do we get? Let's see. On the top, ooh, this is a binomial. I see a perfect square here, and a difference. Oh my goodness, does that mean it's a difference of squares? A plus and minus. Yes, it's a difference of squares. Yeah, one's plus, one's minus, so we're going to go x plus 4 and x minus 4. It's really cool. If you multiply this all out, you took the time to do that, you'll get right back to where you started. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because that's not my job right now. Okay, I got negative 7 at the bottom. All right. Do you guys see any common factors we can cancel? X minus 7. All right, let's get it. It's kind of like you playing hide and go seek and you found them. You're like, ha ha, gotcha, sucker. And then you multiply straight across. Oh, you guys don't do that? Okay, never mind. It's just me. All right, so I'm going to go negative 3 times this. So it's going to be negative 3. And then times x plus 4 and x minus 4. And then I get negative 2 times x plus 2. Man, is there anything else I can simplify? It feels like I should be able to simplify something. There actually is nothing else you guys can do here. Oh, wait, we could take it with a negative, huh? Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Ooh, I like that. I like your thinking. Okay, peace out, negatives. Now it's positives. This is it. We can't do anything else. If you wanted to cancel out the 4 and this 2, you're wrong, okay? You're wrong. You can only cancel out factors. You cannot come along and kill this x and kill it. No, you can't. Why? Because they're a part of this factor. You can only simplify by dividing factors. Okay, so this is going to be your answer that goes into that sucker, okay? Now, what about this? Excluded values. I kind of mentioned this last time. Do you guys remember? Are you ever allowed to divide by 0? No. Never. You cannot put anything on the numerator and divide it by 0. You can't do that. You can't put anything up there. Even 0 himself, you cannot do. You can never, ever divide by 0. So we have to protect our expression from any x values that would make the denominator 0. Okay, so this is multiplication, so you don't have to do anything fancy. Just look at this guy and look at this guy and ask yourself, is there any number I can find that would make each of these factors equal to 0? So we have negative 2x minus 4. Some of you guys can do this in your head. Some of you guys need to write it out. The x minus 7 one, that one can definitely be done in your head. What can x not equal so that this, what do we have to say? X cannot be. Yeah, it can't be 7. It can't be positive 7. Otherwise, that would make this denominator equal to 0. So we're going to come over here and circle the 7. This is one of your answers. It cannot be 7. That's an excluded. We're excluding it. Okay, and you could solve this out if you want to, and you go, oh, snap, oh, I'm so surprised. Okay, hopefully you guys did that in your head, though. All right, this one, maybe, there's 2 steps, so some of you guys might not be able to do this in your head. Maybe you do, but remember, whenever you do something in your head, you can make mistakes with negatives very, very easily. So negative 2 would make this factor equal to 0, and we could test it also. What is negative 2 times negative 2?
4.
Positive 4. Positive 4 minus 4? 0. Ha-ha! Got you, negative 2. You can't play. All right, because you make someone divide by 0, and that's like the cardinal sin. You cannot divide by 0 in mathematics. It just doesn't make any sense. In fact, Siri will even make fun of you if you try to divide by 0. Siri will tell you, you have no friends. I don't know if they changed that because somebody complained and found it offensive, but there's a couple different reactions that Siri will give you. My favorite is when she makes fun of you.